But let's see. If you can't get over that one person, let's see, is her advice good? What she talking about? What you talking about, Jazzy? What you talking about?
So I just caught up with my ex and I want to talk about it. Manifestation is
Interesting.
so real, even whenever you're not like intentionally trying to. So I'm back in my hometown right now for Thanksgiving, but I was here like literally a week or two ago, and I was here with one of my friends from college, and I just briefly mentioned to her, we were passing by a Chick-fil-A, and I was like, oh my gosh, like one of my core memories is like that my ex used to work here and I would visit him all the time, like at this specific
Mm.
location. And I mentioned, I was like, oh, honestly, I think I would really like to catch up with him, and like that would be so interesting just to like see where he's at in life, because it's been like 4 5 years since I've spoken to this person or seen this person. Whoa, I don't know what happened. I don't follow this person on social media either, so like I actively have not been keeping up with them intentionally, because guys, quickest way to move on from someone, quickest way to move on from an ex is you gotta just remove them off all social media. You can't know what they're up to. You literally have to move on with your life. But I was like, I don't really want to be the one to reach out to him because I'm the girl, okay? I don't want to be, and I don't want him to think that I like am interested in rekindling things. It would just be like interesting to see what's going on. So I just kind of let go of the thought. Okay, fast forward 2 weeks to today. I was out with my friends and I went to this pub in town, and
A
low
pub.
key, it was like
We don't got
a
those over here.
high school reunion. Like unexpectedly, I walked into this bar and I saw so many people's faces, and so many people whose names I forgot that I knew. Okay, can you be quiet? I'm literally telling a story and you are literally interrupting me. It was just like
I thought that was I thought that was a dog outside my crib.
I walked into that bar and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I ever like cared what you guys thought of me. I read this in a book, actually, The Defining Decade by Meg J. I so recommend this to anybody in their
Bro,
life.
I did be buying books. Yo, I did be buying books and I do not be reading them. Like, I did got them right here. Like, I need to really read. Like, I need to read. We got we got How to Hear from God. How to Hear from God by Joyce Myers. I got this from my Bible study teacher. Yo, shout out Ms. D. I got The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. I have bought this with my birthday money. Uh, Still haven't finished that. I read through some of it, but I still haven't finished it. We got The Prayer That Changes Everything. Oh yeah, this is by Mark Manson. The Prayer That Changes Everything by Stormy O'Barton. Also from Ms. D. Shout out Ms. D. And then also what is this? Mindset, the new psychological obsess success. How we can learn to fulfill our potential. Also have bought this with birthday money. I don't even think I read a lick of this. But hopefully I do want to eventually read through these books. Ugh. Eventually.
Your 20s, young 20s, old 20s, you just entered your 30s and you haven't read this book, I totally recommend to everyone. But something she talked about in the book is how,
Books are like so like slept on and forgotten just because of like social media. Like this generation do not appreciate books no more. No cap.
something interesting about adolescence and like whenever you're in high school, those are some of your most core memories in your brain, even though
Yeah.
it is such a short period of life. So we create all of these like narratives and opinions about ourselves based off of these 4 years of our lives. And so it was really interesting to like to go back and be put into this like timeline again and be like, why I can't. It really helped me realize like there are some things I'm holding on to here, and I can let that shit go. I can let that shit go. Anyways, okay, back to my original point. That is where I saw my ex, this person that I
Oh, I
never
started
had for, but
geeking,
it
bro.
still was like a very hard breakup, at least for me, because this was someone that, like, I was 16 and it was like my first relationship where I felt like I really like loved someone, and like we just saw each other for 5 seconds and he texted me, guys. He literally texted me. I just had an inkling he was gonna reach out, and he did. He texted me and he was like, can we catch up? And so that is what we literally just did. It was very chill. We went to a park and we went on a walk. Both of us, we're really not that much different. All of the reasons that I liked him in the first place, I saw immediately, and I was like, I remember why I liked you. I feel like
I didn't know what I wanted to say, but it's like, that's real. That's just real.
I still am generally pretty similar to the person I was in high school. Like, I still have a lot of those qualities, but I'm growing up more. I'm just like a bit more confident. I'm a bit more like secure in these roots of mine, and that makes me different enough to be like, we are different people now. Does that make sense?
Maybe no shade.
We would never be like interested in each other again. It wouldn't make sense for us to be interested in each other again. And I told him, I was like, this is so interesting for me to be here with you right now, because I don't even remember really what it was like to be with you. I just remember, like, I didn't tell him this part, but I myself just remember like just loving him so much. Like, why am I emotional? Not because, okay, stop, I'll get into it.
Yo, she about to cry.
So heartbroken.
Oh my god.
For like so long. I'm not interested in him at
Oh my gosh! Yo, Shawty really, crying.
Not because he's like a shit person all of a sudden. No, he's still like a great person, but it's just like,
that's raw. That's raw. And the fact that she didn't edit this out, she could have edited this out. That's so raw and just genuine. That's just raw. This is just real life emotions, genuine, raw. Like, that's just genuine as freak.
It completely gave me the closure I needed that I didn't even know that I needed. I swear I've moved on. I know.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, bro. I'm gonna let her rock. Nah, cause that's real, bro. That's so real. Especially, I went through a similar situation. Wasn't my ex. Past John, I didn't. Past John. It's just like, yeah, that was weird. So I can relate to what she's saying. I didn't date this person, but a person that I used to mess, like, we used to talk, and things ended or whatever. They were blocked. They came around, contacted me. Then we talked, and I felt like I had all the closure I needed. I felt like I was straight, but I feel like getting to talk to that person again and being able to get some stuff off my chest that I always wanted to say to this person that I just never said and I held back, and it really getting to say it like, I felt like I relieved some stuff that I had pushed down, and I felt like it was good that I didn't say it at that time, because I feel like at that time I had so much emotion built up that if I would have said what I wanted to say, it would have came off as disrespectful, or I would have added some extra hurtful things on it because how upset I was at the time. So that's why I feel like I made the decision not to say anything at all. I just didn't say nothing. I just blocked them, because I knew that I don't think I would have been able to keep it together and be respectful. Or if they would have got out of line, I knew I would have snapped. I knew if they would have got out of line and said something, I knew I would have. You feel me? And that's exactly what my EP I'm about to drop is about. Oh, I can't wait. Yo. Let me know when that John drop. I'm gonna listen to that John. Let me know when that John drop, bro. Or the day that John drop, or a couple days before. Yo, let me know, bro. I'm gonna check that John out. And yeah, but just getting to talk to that person again. I just expecting that I would never speak to them ever again was very crazy. I felt like deep down I got you bet. I feel like deep down I low-key still had a little bit of resentment. But I feel like, because when I would think about that person or something remind me of that person, I was like, that, yeah. But now I feel like when I think about that person, I don't feel that no more. And I feel like that talk really helped that. I feel like we both got to clear the air with some things. We both got to apologize to each other. Um, and just, yeah, and even just talking to them, it's just like, dang, I just remembered. Like, I feel like every time I speak to that person, it just brings me back to when we first initially was talking, even though they're not that same person and anymore, or she doesn't feel the same way as she did when she was that person about me or whatever. It's just like whenever I talk to that person, it would just bring me back to the me that was at because I'm telling you, at that time, me and this girl talked was right after I just feel like I just got out of like the worst period of my life. And then when she came, she just made it good. And then when she was gone, she kind of felt like my main source of happiness because I guess I just related her to a peak because I was just at a valley. And then she came and was the peak. Then whenever I talk to her, it just reminds me of that peak. And because she even asked me, like, even after all the time separated, why did you still like me or whatever? And I explained to her, like, I don't think I said that. I think I left this part out. But I told her I just, I just had hope that, yeah, it'd be like that. But yeah, so, and I know part of me really did, like, talking to her again, part of me really, I honestly thought, like, yo, I want to be friends with her again, like, but I know I felt like I couldn't. Even though I really wanted to try to be friends with her again, I just know I couldn't. I feel like we've tried to be friends so many times and it failed so many times. And she had told me, she felt like, we were meant to be in each other's lives, even if it wasn't romantic. And I told her I felt the same way, but I feel like just based on how things played out, I would be crazy to be her friend again. Even though I wanted to be her friend again. But I knew I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Just how things played out. Not that I didn't forgive. Just how things played out and just how I'm moving right now. I feel like I can't allow myself to get winded back up into to them distractions and that stuff. But I wish her nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, I feel what she's saying. I know for a fact I can't feel it to the degree she's saying right now. But like, I feel like I did love that girl. I feel like I did, or at least my interpretation of what love is. So it's just crazy seeing this after experiencing this that pretty recently, then watching this, and it's just like, yo, this is just raw. She didn't have to put this in the video. This is like raw. This is, yeah.
I don't need to prove that to you, but actively I'm not thinking about him on a regular basis. Like, I've moved on. Seeing him again just gave me the revelation that, like, I don't need to hold on to this person I was in high school anymore. Honestly, this isn't.
It's just like seeing her like this is like, oh, just seeing her like this. I've never seen her like this before. Like, dang. Oh, my heart.
It's not at all. It's about me. Bruh, my brother just got home and I'm sobbing. This is the last thing I need right now. No, I love him so
that's
much.
tough.
You probably just give me a hug. I'm filming something. Okay, honestly, a lot of this has nothing to do with him. I don't even know what I was holding on to, really. There are just like a lot of specific things that I really struggled with in high school that I feel like have totally woven its way into my brain of like, it's created this identity and this like narrative of who I am, or like insecurities that are true, or like, like things like that. And so getting to see that, like, oh my god, like, my life and my identity and who I am and my narrative does not come down to like these struggles and like high school, bro. I'm just remember, like, there was a period in my life where I literally thought that I would never move on from this guy. I was able to move on from that, but truthfully, I was able to move on from that because I was like talking to other guys. Eventually enough time passes to where you're just like, okay, like, I gotta move the F on. I don't know. If I could talk to my 17-year-old heartbroken self, I would just be like, girl, you're gonna see him again one day and be like, I don't even want you. Like, I'm so grateful that we got to experience that relationship together. But truthfully, we were like 16, 17. I promise you that someone will love you so much more than this person ever could. Just being with him showed me I'm like, you're awesome, you're great, but you don't really love me. And that's okay. That's okay. And I don't know if you truly really loved me. And he never owed me that, but I'm saying this more in the sense of like, I love myself enough to want to be with someone who will really love me.
That's real. That's real.
Duh.
That's real. That's
So-
real. That's real. That's real. That's so real.
Yeah. It was just very interesting, and I'm really, really glad that we caught up. He's probably my only ex that I would be interested in doing that with, because some of my exes I'm like, no, like, we don't need to revisit that. It's really okay, and I am not interested. I think honestly for most of
She
my
low-key
life,
preaching? That's what I'm
always
saying, bro.
just been like, there's gotta be something. I guess specifically in like grade school and high school, I was just like, there's gotta be like something more. There's gotta be more to this. I just crave something more. I can't describe it as anything else other than that. And I guess coming back really
She is preaching.
validated that within me, being like, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, and I'm not selfish or conceited for desiring something more. It's just so crazy. We are literally made to believe that like our experience in high school says so much about us. And now that I'm like 22, I graduated, I'm in the real world. Being in the real world is really scary. I feel like I'm like starting over in a sense of like, okay, I'm trying to like figure out my life. And while that's really exciting, there has been a big part of it that's been very afraid to move on from this young girl I know, like the high school version of me. Or just not even high school specifically, but just this younger version of me. I've been afraid to accept the fact that I want more. I want more for myself, and I've been afraid to accept like I deserve more. Honestly, I do. And being here right now, seeing people from high school, seeing my like,
Am I bugging out here? Sophia the first play. And she started playing what is that? I wanna what is that? Oh, Little Mermaid. It was Little Mermaid.
like first love, it has given me the exact.
I knew it was something Disney. I didn't know what it was, but I definitely heard. I know I was like, yo, this is like some Disney song.
Needed to be
But yo, shout out Sophia the first. Shout out Sophia the first.
like, I am allowed.
I was just a girl in a veil, just doing all right, and then I made my princess overnight. Anyways.
On. I give myself permission to grow up, and I give myself permission to let go of whatever I was holding on to here, because that was a real experience, but that is not real life anymore. You know, things that I have been insecure about in the past are actually like things that I do love about myself. I actually do love these things about myself. I feel welcome to like look at my high school self and accept her for who she is. Take those parts of me that I kind of forgot about, that I really love about myself, but I hid for insecurity reasons or just whatever, being in high school, and I can let go of whatever the crap I was telling myself that is not true about myself, that it doesn't serve me anymore. I wanted to film this because, like, I know a lot of my viewers are younger than me. Oh my gosh, if I could say anything to my 17-year-old self,
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
know, like, girl, it's going to be okay. It's going to be
I know, girl.
so okay, actually. And I've been feeling such an overwhelming sense of like, I don't know what I'm doing. And low-key coming back here and seeing these people from high school, not in a sense of I'm better than these people, but in a sense of, you know what, I'm doing pretty okay. It's just shown me how much I've grown since then, and that growth does not need to be overlooked just because I don't know exactly what I'm doing in my life right now. If you are in high school right now, oh my gosh, take it all in, soak it in, because I completely get how it feels like these 4 years like mean so much and say so many things about you, but I promise you it doesn't matter as much as we think it does in our brains. I just feel a new sense of freedom to like really like do my thing, be myself unashamedly. I would not have been here right now if I didn't go through what happened. At the end of the day, we are all just trying to figure out what we're doing. We are all just trying to do our best. Life changes, and when it's in the midst of changing, it is so scary. The moment you are given
Facts. I feel like I don't do good with change. I feel like when things stay the same, things are good. I feel like I'm great. But I feel like when things start to change, that's when I fall into things I shouldn't be falling into, old habits, stuff like that. So I kind of just feel like, yeah, change is scary, but it's just like we can't stop change. You can only like it's just out of your control. It's just out of your control. You can only control how you respond to the change. That's really all we can really do.
The full picture of what's going on. Like seeing these people from high school, it just like really gave me a full picture, and I was like, change is good, man. Change is good. And I'm very grateful for the person that I am growing into and the person that I am and have grown into. I need to be more appreciative of how much I've grown already. Bro, this took work. This took time, and this took progress. Like, why am I not celebrating the person I am right now? I will only continue to grow. Or I have this version of myself in my head that somewhere I would like to be, somewhere I would like to be mentally, physically, financially, careerly, and that's great. It's really productive to have goals like that. But I feel like sometimes I get so stuck in that I don't even appreciate who I am right now. Right now. This took so much work. This took so much heartache, pain, dealing with challenging things to be here as me right now, and I did it, and I'm here, and I'm still growing, and I still have other goals, and I still have, okay, anyways, yeah, be appreciative of who you are right now, because no matter where you are at in life, be so appreciative of how far you've come, because this took time, this took work, and we are always told to push ourselves to do more and more and more, and I don't think we are frequently grateful enough for where we are right now. Feeling very, very thankful right now. I just wish I was more loving towards myself in high school, but you know, like I didn't know how to do that, and because of that I've learned. If I could I'm gonna give you a little hug.
Bet, yo, bring it in. You feel me? Bring it in, chat.
We just all need like a hug.
You feel me? Bring it in, bruh.
Thank you so much for listening. I wish you the best. I wish you so much love from my heart. I'm like grabbing it and like giving it to you.
W Jazzy.
Yes, thank you so much for listening. Okay. Mwah. Bye.
W freaking Jazzy.